Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wandering Village, where we are currently giving our wonderful Ambu new a little pat on the head. I love watching as the teeny tiny itty bitty little hot air balloon lands on top of her head, and I just imagine our two shrine keepers jumping out and patting her on the moss that grows on top. That is just so freaking cute. There we go. And our wonderful Ambunu is now quite happy and content, and I think our villagers are overjoyed and potentially celebrating to be able to hear her cheer. I love the idea that every day that we're able to go ahead and pet her, we're able to actually like maybe have like a festival or a holiday break, and everyone brings out all of their best food and has a bit of a party. And it would be a lot of their best food because we actually have 131 food right now, 61 of those being processed meals, pardon me, and 76 of it being raw food. I am so relieved to see that we are at that number for our food, and I just want to continue to see that climb since so much of our food is actually able to be stored for a very long time. We've got tons of bread, and we're working really hard on getting a whole bunch of wheat. I actually think we probably need another windmill because we have a ton of wheat still over here, and our farmers have been really hard at work planting a bunch of wheat. I think we're going to go ahead and improve. Yeah, we'll increase the number of farmers by 1 for right now. And I'm going to lower the number of workers at the worker post in response. And I think we'll get another windmill built because I really want to keep going so quickly that we always have a lot of bread prepared, since a lot of our villagers are eating bread. And I would like to have more beet soup prepared right now too, but both of our kitchens are already working on that. And harvesting of the beets. Yeah, we've got a lot of people already doing beets, and our other farm over here is a tiny itty bitty little adorable beet farm where Dr. Leo has switched from being one of our doctors, and now he's taken a break and he likes to hang out with the beets. There's apparently a bunch of water buckets over here. Oh my gosh, yeah, Dr. Leo might have to walk really far away. Yes, okay, here's our pantry. I'm gonna go ahead. And for now, I'm only gonna have like beets and beet soup stored here so that we can focus on the pantry staying linked to this farm and hopefully this kitchen. Oh, and we need more wood planks, and we're gonna need glass. We're going to need a lot more stone slabs if we're going to start working on having our villagers have better houses. So yes, I think that our elders in charge of all of this research, Elder Jack and Elder David, are really pleased with how far our village has come, and we hopefully will be coming up on some more growth in the near future. Let's actually make sure. Oh no! Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh no! No, not another thunderstorm! This is the opposite of what I just said. We are not gonna have a lot of growth if we're facing another thunderstorm here in this mountain range filled with ancient lost shrines. I didn't even have a chance to tell you guys what we have named this mountain range, so it will forever be part of the epic and the tale of our wandering village, because now everything just went kaput again. Okay. Everyone! We need builders! We frantically need builders. All right, everybody, I think people are starting to get used to this. There we go. Builders. I think I lost one of my other. There's my worker post, worker post. Did I lose one of my worker posts? Oh, my berry gatherer is down. My kitchen's down. My farm is down. The farms are not allowed to be down. Oh, I should have been keeping an eye out for that. All right, bakery needs to go up. Our air wells need to go up, especially before we get out here. The healer needs to get up, absolutely, as well. And then we're gonna need like that little house and anything that has to do with feeding our Ambu. Of low priority are the new builds. And I think like the houses are kind of all of like medium priority. The ones that aren't being worked on at the moment. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. At least our little Ambu is wagging her tail and she's like, I'm glad you guys are okay. That felt kind of weird. Oh, all right. So thankfully we have enough builders that I think we're going to be able to be okay. I was going to say, we're hoping for some new growth. We could go to the south, which would actually guide us to being able to go into, I think, a tropical area for the first time in a very long time. But instead, because we have heard rumors from our scouts who are going out to the ruined settlements that there are people desperately in need to the north, I do think because we have so many herbs, and maybe that's actually, you know what? I think that's actually going to be what Katoria Village is all about. Gathering these seeds from around the world and creating kind of like a mobile Eden that tries to preserve what plants still exist in the world, and also to bring cures to those in need. I think that they would take that very seriously indeed. So if there are rumors from our scouts that there are people in need to the north we go. Even though I would love to see a new biome. I would not love to see a new biome with a giant spore cloud though. What the heck? Yeah, as soon as we can, we need to research and build that scout tower so that we can start getting some better information from our scouts, because that's ridiculous. All right, how are things going? A lot of the stuff looks like it's back up. Good, good, good. And we need resources for the wood, and oh, we're out of wood. Oh, I wonder if we actually have to, I wonder. All right, we're gonna clear some of these out now, and I'm gonna actually hire some harvesters, because it just occurred to me, with the wood, do we actually use some of the wood when we are repairing? Because if we do, we need a lot more of it, and we're actually very low on wood, which means that we should probably research forestry sometime pretty soon. Oh, there's Dr. Shauna. And, oh, Lucine doesn't have a new name. Oh, wow, and Lucine is actually, like, one of our new workers. I did not expect that. So we're going to go ahead and give this villager a new name, and this is actually going to be Glarn. And Glarn, you have been part of our community for so long, plucking these names, after all, from our Patreon name list. Thank you guys so much for making these adventures possible. It has been hilarious to see our patrons cheer about their roles in the village in our Patreon Discord. I love how, like, Thunder, you're so excited about growing the mushrooms. I'm gonna have to check in on you in a second, Thunder, and see how you're doing. Maybe you have switched a job. But we're going to add in Glarn. I think as researcher Glarn, because we have two elders. I like that we started with Elder David and we started with Elder Jack, and unless something untold has happened to them, which I don't think anything has because we have 52 villagers. Let's see. Yeah, unless something untold has happened to them, we should still have those people. All right, wheat is being turned into flour pretty quickly. And we should be getting the wheat out of here pretty soon. I think we can switch people back over to being carriers instead of builders. And then harvesters, general workers. And then not builders, but let's do general workers. There we go. And hopefully that will fill in all of the missing details. Also, hello, New. She's wagging her tail. Let's go ahead and prepare some food for her. And let's check in on how her food prep is going. 5 food. Yes, I am so proud of Mushroom Chef Beth, who is having to go yonder so freaking far away to grab any of her food, which is a little bit of a travesty. We'll try to fix that. Ooh, and the scavenging party just returned with some bread. It's probably stale as all heck, but let's send them out to this forest and see what they're able to gather, because we need more wood. All right. Nice. Okay, so it's cold, normal rainfall, and we need, wow, we need a lot of wood actually. So I think I'm going to swap some of our people. Yeah, instead of general workers, maybe I do need, let's have some harvesters. Do I have any strays? Okay, I had one stray person who wasn't really assigned anything. With the harvesters, I think we'll finally get going on getting the wood we need. And I do want to take care of the mother trees. I'm not really sure what the mother trees do just yet, but if we do the tree nursery at some point in the future, then we can gather saplings from nearby mother trees without damaging them. And the more mother trees that surround the building, the more efficient it is. And then eventually we can become a forester, where we plant trees using the tree saplings and chop them to make wood. Plots must be placed on grass soil. Excellent. And eventually we can get iron, which will allow us to make a deep quarry, but I don't want to because that would hurt our ombu. And then a glass blower and a laboratory so that we can create complex substances to be used as medicine. That sounds like a perfect goal for Kotori Village to pursue. Not only trying to reach our 1,000 kilometers expedition that we're going on, but also trying to figure out the medication that could help cure the world of this toxic poison. I love that so much. All right. Both of our scouting parties are out right now? Yes. We're about to come up on the sick villagers. We have 2 doctors ready to go. Probably only need 1, but 2 is good. We have, oh, Miller Sharkey has switched from being a Miller and is helping out Dr. Shauna right now. Let's see, was that one of our, okay, no, one of our scout parties did not come back. Ah, and we've made it to day 73, which is pretty good. And we've only lost a few people, which is pretty good. Let's see. Okay, sorry about that. So I think we'll go ahead and trim down some of these trees. We could probably start, oh, let's gather up all of these mushrooms. Let's see. And there's a little itty bitty, teeny tiny little berry bush growing there. And there's some new berry bushes growing here. Excellent. So I wonder if as time goes on, the berry bushes will actually spread around, because that would be really wonderful. And I kind of need to see that material storage. So I think I need to clear out like one of these trees. Wow, it has been so long since we have actually needed to go ahead and do some work with the harvesting that it feels a little bit surreal to like switch over to that. And I think we're going to go ahead and disable the carpenter for just a little while and have the carpenter switch over to the harvest team. Okay, apparently he needed a different job already. There we go. So that we can try to gather up as much of the material as we can. Also, we have encountered the group of nomads that our scouts saw as we left the ancient ruins. And I forgot to tell you guys the mountain range. Sorry about that. But as we left that last mountain range, which I did roll the random comment picker for, and it picked Corrine Daly. And Corrine, I'm so happy that you are enjoying our wandering village adventures. And you're going to have your name be given to that ancient mountain range, which I like to imagine some of these nomads may be from. And the ancient ruins of the Corrine Mountains is where a advanced civilization once really worshipped the sun, and they had daily rituals. But as the toxic clouds spread and especially seemed to settle high up in the mountains first, they had to scatter, and a lot of the knowledge that they had built up was left behind in this desperate dispersal to try to leave and go in all directions. And this group of nomads, who I think are actually sickly because they're poisoned and will die soon, they were some of the last left behind because some of their elders were with them. Oh, look at that. So there was one person, one healthy person who volunteered and risked their life so that they could take care of all of these new people. Oh my goodness. And I think the new people like show up over here. Yeah, they do. Okay, so let's go ahead and welcome in Chelsea, another one of our wonderful patrons. Chelsea, you're headed straight for the worker post, so we're gonna just give you the name of Villager Chelsea for now. And then we'll go ahead and see what you get up to soon. And then Daryl, you're feeling... Daryl, you're the one who actually was saving everybody. That's so cool. So we're gonna go ahead and give you a new name. And instead, Daryl, you're going to be named Claudia. So we're going to name this person maybe Hero Claudia. There we go. Because that is the brave soul who volunteered to stay behind with the group when it was clear that their sick villagers wouldn't be able to go. And then here we have Aline, who's one of the sick villagers, and I'm really hoping everything's gonna be okay. And Laureen, you're gonna be renamed to Luna, another one of our Lunas, in this case Luna Lawrence. So we're going to name you, let's say, how about Elder Luna? Or no, how about I wonder what job they might have. How about storyteller Luna? And we're gonna say this is one of the older members of the tribe. Or excuse me, of the family. Oh, and here's Greg. Greg, are you stuck? No, he's waiting for the doctor. Oh, thank goodness. And this is going to be Ryan. Hey, Ryan, it's so good to see you. We're gonna give you Villager Ryan. And I like the idea that Villager Ryan was once upon a time a lumberjack in the mountains. But because he was always out and working so hard in the mountains, he actually became sick quite early on. Oh, hey, and there's another villager we haven't named over here. Heck! And he used his strength, Ryan used his strength to be able to go ahead and defend the people who were left behind, including a young, sickly child that we are going to name Makuna Bunny. So we'll have Villager Bunny. There we go. Thank you so much, guys, for being our patrons and helping us out. And look, you guys are healed now. And I like the idea that maybe Ryan stayed behind because little orphan Bunny needed somebody to look out for her. All right, and we're gonna hurry and get these huts rebuilt at some point, I hope. Let me switch my general workers over to builders for a little bit so I can be sure to get that done. And yeah, the air well, another air well is getting built. Thank goodness. Ooh, and Storyteller Luna is kind of sickly, but I think the doctors should be catching up to her soon. Yay! And look at that! Luis is actually harvesting things right now, so I'm actually going to name Luis. How about collector? Oh, I like that idea. That maybe, Luis, you might be a collector of random artifacts right now. And people go to Luis to try to interpret what they have found when they stumble upon some of the ancient ruins. All right, good. The berry gathering is doing good there. Okay, and now we're gonna need to get like a lot more housing for a lot more people because we do not have enough housing. And the housing is actually very important when it comes to taking care of our villagers and protecting them from the spore clouds. But we're almost done on the cottage. And the cottage, oh, does the cottage need iron ore? Oh, the cottage does need iron. Oh boy. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna need to build some normal huts then. Because I didn't realize that the cottage actually needs iron. So let's get a couple huts built. There we go. And we have now entered into a new desert. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of stuff we can stumble upon. Oh, there's some scorching sand we're gonna have to get our poor Ombu across as well. But there is also a settlement that we can explore. There's an expedition in progress far away. I hope our expedition team is able to get back to us. Oh, and there's a ruined settlement over there. Wow, there's gonna be a lot of stuff that we need to work on. Oh, and 5 more iron ore. Wait, is that my only iron ore? Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna need to do a little bit of work there. Alright, good. And we're getting a kitchen built over here. And we're up to 56 people, which is so exciting. It's kind of amazing how you just constantly need more people though. Alright, and now that we're in the desert, we probably need to switch to tomatoes. Yeah, tomatoes. And we'll just carry on with wheat over here. Because the beets are not going to grow. They're gonna have 0% growth here. So I think, how do I convince my villagers like to get rid of these beets? There we go. And to switch over to something else. We'll see if that actually helps out. If you can assign your harvesters to like jump onto the farm and help out for a while. All right, anybody poisoned? Housing is slowly and surely going up. 1 person is poisoned. Yes, and the cottage is done. Let's work on the scout tower. That's going to help us gather more knowledge points. That's going to help us be able to protect our villagers a lot better. How are our mycologists? Moving to mycology. So I don't know why Nether was so far away. And then mountain climber James moving to kitchen. I desperately need to get people not going that far for food. And we need to switch from beets to tomatoes over here. and maybe have some of our unassigned farmers start working over here instead. Let's see, and I'm gonna add more plots. We'll put all the tomatoes out front too. I just think that's really cute. I love the idea of having so many tomatoes planted. There we go, and we'll come back and we'll see how these guys are doing. I think it might be helpful to put an air well next to, or a water tank maybe? Yeah, probably a water tank or an air well, or both, right next to the farm, so that we can go ahead and get the water we need to take care of the farm. But we would need carriers to transfer it from the air well, so am I better off just getting a air well? Alright, you know what? We'll try a water tank over here. I might regret that, and we're going to set that to like low priority. And then we'll put a couple other priorities around. Okay, I'm hoping we're working on getting it so that food can be shared and distributed a little easier. And our first tomato plants are in! Yes! This is going to be so interesting seeing what the tomatoes do. And I think corn? Does corn also grow here? Oh, corn grows great! Ooh, okay, we're going to get corn in because tomatoes are being planted by this group. Oh, and the scavenging party's already returned. Alright, let's send them out to this settlement then. The scorching sands increase temperature and causes the ombu to take damage. No! Let's get out of here, darling. Oh, I don't want to exhaust her. But I don't want her to have to be, like, on these scorching sands. Oh, they last so long and she's so tired. Oh, this is so sad. Hang in there. Oh, look, she is taking damage. That's horrible. I can't bear to see her, like, hurt like this. I'm really scared she's gonna fall asleep. Oh, she's wagging her tail. We don't deserve her, you guys. Oh, the scavenging party is back. Okay, we're gonna send them to the settlements. Well, I think the villagers would be crying. Just like people would be so upset to see her hurting like this as we try to get across the sands. She is actually hurting. This is the first time we've ever seen our beloved ombu in pain. Oh, I can't wait to get out of here. Go, 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 go. You're almost there, darling. Oh, that's so awful. Is it almost gone? Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have her walk. We're almost there. Come on, darling. Yeah, we're almost to a spot where she can rest. I think everybody would be exceptionally upset about that. Like, we're going to go ahead and restore her health. So cure some of Ombu's wounds, restores 20% of her health. We're absolutely going to do that. That is just so, like, absolutely tragic. And if we can get just a little bit further into this spot, we're so lucky there was just a beautiful Ombu sleeping spot waiting for us. Oh, but she got hurt. Oh, that's so sad. That's legitimately like the last thing I think anybody in the village would ever want for her. Okay, currently there's no toxicity. If Ombu was lying down, we wouldn't take any damage. And she's so tired because she was trying to outrun all of that terrible damage. We're still preparing the medicine, so I'm gonna have to see if we can take care of her then. There we go. Comfortable for her to sleep. There's fresh air. We've made it far enough in this big giant field forest of these puffy things. Oh, she deserves the rest. There you go, my dear. That sucked. Yeah, I think the whole village would be... The shrine keepers would be upset, the elders would be upset, everyone would be upset and wanting to rush and make sure that she was taken care of. And right now, Shrine Keeper Kiara and Shrine Keeper Umbreon are working their way over to make this medication that we need. Yeah, look, we have like a whole row of people transferring herbs over here. Note to self, we need to make sure some of the herbs can get over there a little bit faster. And also we might need to start growing a few more of the herbs. Noticing that that is getting a little interesting too. Okay. Oh, and what's going on here? Oh, new settlers! Oh, it's people who are living in this vast desert that we'll have to go ahead and give a name to next time. And two more, like 4 more people have joined. Oh my gosh, we might actually start making some real progress over here. I am so excited about that. I am so excited. But all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this big adventure. If you guys could, do please leave a like for our precious Ambu New, who is resting with her scorched and damaged feet. Hopefully we'll get that medication to her very soon. Oh, look, look, look. While she's sleeping, the shrine keepers are rushing down after the villagers rushed with all of the herbs just bundled in their arms, probably scattering leaves behind them as they tried to hurry and get to the point where she'll be taken care of. Even if she's only like 5% health. There we go. And she's snoring, which is adorable. All right. Welcoming in some new villagers into the family from these Scorching Sands. I will have to roll the random generator next time to see who has actually joined, include from our Patreon name list and also from you guys to have those Scorching Sands named after you. Don't know if that's a dubious honor you want, but there you have it. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!